So I'm just gonna give you guys a glimpse of how I'm doing it. I'm almost with the exhaust remove, and I'm going for the first mount I'm getting is the rear mount. Then I will remove this back one last, and I only have one jack for now. I'm gonna remove the rear mount with the one jack. I got the bolts loose right here, 14 millimeters. Just gonna remove them with my fingers. See that? Goes one bolt, the 14. Get the top one. Second bolt. The last one is right here. It's back here. And I have my rear mount disconnected. So what I plan on doing is I'm going to remove this water tank or this water line. And then I've been trying to unplug my AC. I'm not sure how much more bolts I need. I have 2 bolts unplugged. Just coming along. So down here underneath I got my my passenger axle loose. You had to unbolt it. I didn't unbolt these. These are a little tough. But you unbolt these right here. You can see I unbolted that. It came loose. And I still need to drain the fluid to unbolt that completely to get my axle loose. And today, with this tool right here, I took the back hose out. It's loose right here, and I'm just gonna drain the fluid. If you can see it, it's back up there. I got it pretty loose. Just gonna drain it. Pull it real quick. Oh, it's just coming off. Strip it. Oh, it's coming. Oh, wow. Shoot. I'm just gonna drain this for a minute. Maybe clean this up. All my tools are wet. Wow, everything all wet. It's a mess. Need to clean this all up. I don't really have a garage to do this right now. I'm at my parents' house. Next is my tranny fluid to drain, and she'll be ready to drop. Hey YouTube, how's it going? So I'll show you. As you can see here, I have everything unplugged. Under the vehicle, I have my water line right here is unconnected, my fuel line, my sensor for the oil pressure. The only thing, I have the wires above the starter I can't disconnect, and the AC I cannot disconnect. I'm gonna drop the engine with both of those connected. The AC should survive with these hoses still connected. And my rear mount, I disconnected it. The bolts are gone. So all I have to do under here is remove my tranny fluid, which I already have loose right here. Just gonna drain the fluid. Just gonna remove this bolt. this fluid, so never was really used. There she goes. Ooh, I made a mess. She's gripping. There's also a water line up there. There's a water line. There's a disconnect. Alright, keep you guys updated after the fluid change. What the hell are you guys talking about?
Bro, that bitch hella looked at your dick.
Who?
Hella, your neighbor.
The lady?
She hella was like fucking.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get it from this side. So that was my last one. I had to get the first one to get my first passenger axle. Now I got that one. Let's get it off. Try to do this up here. I have part ways of my suspension taken off here. Just ready to go. Let's remove this bolt. And put some weight under here so she doesn't just fall when I remove those two bolts. Put my tire under here. And then I'll start yanking so the axle will come out. I'll probably go under the car. And then I'll get a pitchfork and I'll try to take the axle out. I might record it, I might not. And then from there I could just drop the engine. I'm only using these jacks. 3 jacks. And I might put a rope around the engine so she doesn't just fall on the axle. Put a tire under there too with some wheels. And try to lift my engine up. Lift my whole car up so I can pull the engine out. Tough. I don't even have to remove it. I'm dumb about that. So which ones do I gotta remove? One. I'll do the same again. I'm only removing the bottom and then I'm removing the right one from there. I don't know if you guys can see, but to get my exhaust down, I need to remove this rear stabilizer arm, whatever. I need to remove it because it won't come down without it. It's being stuck right here. I have to remove the bolt, 14 millimeter over there. It's already loose. Let's get it real quick. Yeah, I got it loose. As you can see here, I had to remove my rear exhaust, and now it could come down because my axle has dropped, and so have I removed that rear control thing. To drop my axle, I removed the carrier bolt and I removed my suspension right here, and I just pulled it back, and then it came right out. I'm gonna do the same to the suspension on the other side, so I don't have to remove these axle bolts. They're a real problem. Yep, sun is rising. Just a quick update. I wanted to show you how me removing this exhaust has helped me get to the axe bolt carrier. So they're right there, and now I could just reach it with even my hands since they're loose. So just with my fingers, I'm gonna remove these. And then with that, I'll remove my axle, and then I can remove this whole exhaust system. Now, as you can see, it almost looks like my car is still on the floor, but the bottom isn't touching at all. I just kept it really low so I could just drop the motor this way. And you can see I removed my suspension on both sides. I just yanked this one, and I removed the little clamp for the boot because I couldn't pull the whole axle out, so I removed the little clamp, just broke it off, and I'll buy a new one or put it back on. Real simple. And then I thought I removed all of the mounts and all the bolts. I've been trying to push it off. I've been trying to push it off there because it's still hanging on a little bit. But I realized I had that 14 millimeter still on, and it was bending my motor mount, the rear motor mount. I thought I had all the bolts off. So I just need that one bolt, and I'm going to pull the rope right here so I can get it off from right there, and my engine should just hit the floor. Hopefully it don't hit an axle and it don't hit my exhaust. Just hit the floor, and then I'm going to lift my whole car from the crash bar. I'll lift it from the crash bar and then drag my engine out. Show you how to get this little motor mount off real quick. Let's see, it's almost off already. So yeah, I removed my motor mount from right there, those three, because one of them was already loose, and the other 4 bolts I have, I stripped them a long time ago. So there's that. And this thing is definitely gonna fall right now. This is the last bolt. You see my motor mount is like crushed. It's all bent. So definitely have to get a new one after this. But I'm not ever using this transmission again. I'm not using this motor again, so I don't care that it just smacks the floor. Ooh, that was scary. I'll just pull this rope, get it completely off. It seems like she's off. Yeah, she's off. Is my axle safe? My axle seems safe. My exhaust is safe. My motor's on the floor. I can actually get back here now and remove my AC, remove the rest of my wiring. And yeah, that's all. Appreciate you guys watching. She's off. She yanked her off. So my car being this low without any tires on, without nothing, I literally thought it almost hit my body right here. She managed to catch a few ways. Yeah. Just lift this crash bar all the way up as high as I can. Just get the 1ZZ out. Hey, how's it going? Here's my car with the wheels back on. And the motor's dropped, so I just wanted to show you guys. I didn't finish disconnecting all the wiring here. It's a little shady. I don't know if you can see. Didn't finish disconnecting the alternator. So I got one bolt out. It's a 14mm. There's another one down there. This one, can't see it. It's right there. Got that one loose. So just show you. Let's get the alternator off. Just need 2 bolts. That one's pretty loose. I can put my fingers on. You can kind of see it's a little dark. Got my hand back here. And after that bolt there, alternator should come down. It's a long bolt. Put it up here. Yep, alternator backed out. I think I just have to wiggle it out. Just moved out the way. Actually, I don't even think I had to take it off yet because all the wiring moved out the way. Let's see, I just need this last plug. Last few wires down here.